Hello guys, welcome to my very first episode of Haunted Gaming. Before I want to start this episode, I actually want to tell you this series is essentially about me talking about obscure games and myths and essentially creepypasta related to games and, just really weird, scary game anomalies. So this episode is focused on Pokemon Creepy Black. For those of you who don't know, this is allegedly a Pokemon cartridge or a Pokemon game where you, the player, are actually able to kill other Pokemon and players. The general story for this, which I'm actually going to summarize for you right now, is essentially this person who discovers a black Pokemon cartridge as they are collecting bootleg Pokemon games that they personally enjoy. This cartridge was all black, with a sticker attached to the front, with just the Pokemon title, no version, no nothing. The intro for the game, once it was plugged into the Game Boy, was Nidorino and Gengar fighting, just like they did in the red and blue versions of the game. Once the player reached the press start screen, the character Red was there, but the Pokemon that usually scrolled in the official titles were not scrolling. And instead of saying red version under the Pokemon title, it said black version, thus bringing the name Pokemon Creepy Black, I guess. As the player had obtained their starter, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander, they had obtained another Pokemon named Ghost at level 1, which resembled the ghosts from Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town, before obtaining a Silph Scope from Devon Corporation. Ghost had one attack, Curse. Curse is actually an official Pokemon move in the recent titles, beyond Generation 2, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. But it wasn't in Generation 1, which was Red and Blue, which meant that this move was actually hacked into the game by a hacker. If Curse was used on another Pokemon, the screen would cut to black and the cry of the Pokemon would be heard. However, it would be distorted or slowed down. If it was used in a battle against a trainer's Pokemon, once the Pokemon was killed with that move, the Pokeball counter, which indicates how many Pokemon a trainer has, would be decreased by 1 for the trainer whose Pokemon was cursed. After all the Pokemon were defeated in the battle, the trainer would appear, and the game would offer you two options, Curse or Run. Run would basically end the battle as it usually ends in an official game. Curse would kill the trainer, and when the player returned back to the overworld, the NPC they fought against would be replaced with a tombstone. Curse couldn't be used against other ghost Pokemon, and against your rival and Giovanni, until the final encounter, however. After the Hall of Fame, the game cuts to black and a box appears stating many years later, and the game shows an old man staring at a graves. The old man is actually meant to be your character from before. At this point, Ghost isn't in your party anymore, which is odd because Ghost was never able to leave your party at all. You couldn't drop him into a PC or anything. Your character, the old man, moved at half of the normal speed that the player was supposed to move at. The player would eventually have to go back to Pallet Town and enter their home and stand on the exact tile where their adventure first started. As this is going on, the Lavender Town theme, which plays constantly throughout the overworld when you're the old man, will slow down almost to a demonic pace at this sequence where you're seeing Pokemon and characters you have killed. After you're done seeing the sequence, a battle with Ghost would trigger where you are the old man and you wouldn't have any Pokemon at all, and you would be against Ghost. And as the old man, obviously you have no moves, so you can only struggle. Struggle wouldn't do anything to Ghost, but would take a chunk of your HP away from you. And whenever it was Ghost's turn to attack, it would just be Ghost would reply to you, and it would just be ... or an ellipses. When your health reached a critical point, the red point, Ghost would use Curse, and the game would cut to black, and then the game freezes. The only option you have left is to reset the game, and then, once the game was reset, your file was gone, implying that Ghost had killed you. Whether this card exists or not is to be debated. This ROM could exist, and I really have no way of proving if it's a fake or not, and for all I know, it could exist. This cartridge could actually be real. I am skeptical, however, as the person stated in the creepypasta that the cart was lost when they moved. Now I know everyone isn't the same, and they could have lost the cart genuinely, but if it was something this obscure, the cart should have been kept as a friggin' treasure. I mean, think about it. Normally Pokemon hacks you find on carts or on the internet are basically just, the Pokemon changed around and the story altered a bit, or maybe it's a total ROM hack, I guess, I don't know, they make a story. But there's nothing as fucking creepy as this. I mean, a Pokemon game where you kill other people? I mean, damn, that's friggin' awesome. And creepy at the same time. I mean, I still have my Godzilla, game for Game Boy Color, and that is a shit stain on the fabric of gaming. And losing something like this is, almost in my eyes, impossible. But can I prove it doesn't exist? No. But really, it sounds fake to me, so I'm gonna rationally assume it doesn't exist, and the story is fabricated. But if it exists, then that is fucking awesome, and I hope I get to play it. This creepypasta has gained quite the fan following, and a group who goes by the name Filmflux, with links in the description below, had attempted to hack a ROM of Fire Red and recreate Creepy Black. Unfortunately, this ROM was never finished, and was put on hold in the development stage, as the team had left for various reasons such as technical difficulties and negative attention directed towards them on the project, and so it was left unfinished. However, you guys can still go to their website and find the unfinished hack they have, and, play the game. Again, the links are in the description below. Thanks for watching. This has been the first episode of Haunted Gaming. And if you like what you saw, then definitely like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And tune in next week where I'll be covering Ben from Majora's Mask. Again, goodbye and have a nice day.